Greetings, peace be with you. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about this thing right here. And I just want to preface by saying that nothing I'm about to share with you is true. And it's all for entertainment purposes. And do your own research around this stuff always, because at the end of the day, you are your own authority, okay? Because this whole situation that we're going through is pretty crazy, man. Like, if you think about it, I was talking to my sister the other day and I was talking to her like, right now everyone's scared of each other. They're scared that they're gonna go meet someone and then they're gonna catch this thing, Corona Cyrus, right? Corona Cyrus is gonna go and enter their body and destroy their body and take their life, and therefore they stay at home. They don't, and they've been told this as well. And the real question is, who are they? Because I was talking to my sister, I was like, if tomorrow the media comes out and says that, everything's good, no need to worry, all the shops should be open, all the restaurants are open, it's all good. If the government says that, then like it'll happen in an instant. And that's crazy that there's this authority out there that just says something and then we follow through with it and it ends up playing out that way. And it's crazy because this is something that we have been indoctrinated since we're kids. We're put into the classroom, which is pretty much where we have this authority figure in front of us, and we're told to sit and only speak when spoken to and ask for permission and don't make noise and do what you're told. And that indoctrination then plays into our mentality all the way to adulthood. So what is really going on, okay, is spiritual warfare through the means of psychological manipulation, okay? Because when our perceptions become hijacked in that sense, whereby we accept anything to be true, then we do what we are told. We are easier to control, and that is the whole agenda, okay? The agenda is one of a deception in perception for the purpose of control, for the purpose of modifying human behavior. Okay, now it's like, okay, why do they want control? So look, it depends how deep you want to go into this rabbit hole, because it runs very, very deep. This is not something that's happening right now, okay? This is something that has been happening for millennia, okay, for thousands of years. And it is the war between the light and the dark, okay? The war between service to the self, as this motorbike passes by, service to the self, okay, small s self, and service to the all, okay, capital A, capital L, capital L. And it just depends on what you believe to be true. Because when we are vibrating at that lower frequency of fear, then we are trying to survive, and we are trapped in our five sense reality, because we think we are our body, we think we are our experience, we think we are our identity, we think we are our nationality, our religion, okay? All of these labels. See this, there's a spy over here. This crow is spying out on me. He's like, yo, ban this guy's YouTube video. I was like actually tripping out, like, yo, what if they ban my channel? But there's something that is on my mind and something that I have to share right now. So when we are vibrating at that low frequency of survival is when we get trapped in the ego cage of me, my, and mine, okay? But once we realize that there is no ego, it's just an illusion, my identity is an illusion, it's an experience that I'm having right now, and it's not who I really am. Once our identification shifts from our mind-body system to who we really are as infinite beings, right? You are an expression of everything that ever is, was, or can be. And as the ripple on the surface of the ocean is not separate from the ocean, you are not separate from all that is. And once we realize who we really are is when we can die before we die. Okay, what does that mean? That means that you realize that you came into this physical dimension with nothing. You will leave this physical dimension with nothing. Therefore, you have nothing to gain, and therefore you have nothing to lose. Okay, death is nothing more than a transition. It is nothing more than the continuation of your point of attention, right? Who you are right now, like to be human. Yo, spy, stop disturbing my video. Go. Yeah, I made the spy run away. So who you are right now is human, which is a way of perceiving information. And what this whole agenda is centered around is getting us plugged into the Maya matrix through our 5 sense reality, right? And the more we are plugged into the matrix, the more we think we are this identity. And the more we are this identity, the more we try to preserve it. The more we try to preserve it, anything that comes up causes us to fall at the level of survival. And when we fall to the level of survival, of fear, that is what they feed off of. They feed off of this low vibrational energy. Okay, understand that. And when you wake up to who you really are, the non-dying, the timeless, formless essence of who you really are as pure being, then you have nothing to be scared about. Okay, what do you have to fear? There is no survival. None of us are getting out alive. And therefore, there is no surviving. There's only to live. And when we get trapped at those lower vibration energies is when we stop living. We stop expressing. We close ourselves off. Okay, this whole agenda is focused on closing ourselves. Okay, closing this area of the body in particular, right? That's why, like, since we're kids, we're sitting all day and people have postures like this, closing up this energy vortex, right? This is the 4th chakra. This is the bridge between earth and heaven. Okay, this is what connects us to the higher source. But when it's closed off, when we don't have the energy flowing over here, when we think we are us and we think that that person is that person, and we're dividing based on so many different labels, is when we close off to the unconditional aspect of who we all are, okay, which is consciousness experiencing itself through all these different layers of perception. Okay, so the less that we can identify with the perception, with the experience, with the labels, with the identity, with the nationalities, right? I mean, look at religion, right? I asked my buddy the question the other day. I was like, do you think that religion, right, how it has been practiced through the mainstream, okay, religion, do you think that it played a role in elevating spirituality or decreasing it? And my answer to that question is, look at the way that it's played out. I mean, the fact that the one common thread of information that I see common amongst spiritual masters of the past, regardless of what religion they've been ascribed to, is that of unity, is that of all, right? That we all came from the same source and that we all will return to the same source, and therefore we are all each other. The golden rule is something that I've seen apply. Treat others how you want to treat yourself. Yet people are killing each other because of these religions, right? And as we dive deeper into what's going on behind the scenes, like this, like, what's the purpose of this, right? What's the purpose of this? Well, it's to protect yourself from coronavirus, right? But if you dive deeper into the research, like molecular biologists and people that are actually behind the scenes and have been looking at what the purpose of this is, they say that the size of an apparent Cyrus, right? I'm not even going to use that word. The size of a Cyrus is like infinitesimally smaller than the pore between this mask, okay? And secondly, what this does is it closes off your face, right? So you're breathing in your own carbon dioxide, and therefore you are not oxygenating your body properly. Therefore you're stressing out. Therefore you are further getting kicked into survival, right? Now what does, okay, the thing is that they operate through the language of symbolism. And what does this symbolize? This symbolizes the taking away of your individual expression, the taking away of your voice. Okay, this is something that they used to make slaves wear so that it could be a symbol of them not having a voice. Okay, now again, like I said, this is just for entertainment purposes. This is not true what I'm sharing with you. Okay, come to your own conclusions around this stuff. Use your own discernment, which is probably the most important thing to use at the end of the day. But also understand that there is a picture that is being painted and whether we choose to buy into it and look at it like it's real, or whether we choose to snap out of it and wake up to who we really are as all each other living different lives, having different experiences. Like, it really depends on how we make our decisions and how we dictate our behaviors and how we dictate our thoughts and what we allow into our body. I mentioned that it is psychological warfare. Large part of it is actually biological warfare as well, because we're putting in these substances that are not really food. They affect our body. Then the body affects the mind affects the body. So it's like psychological and biological manipulation for the means of spiritual warfare, to make us forget who we really are, to make us get trapped into the Maya matrix of 5 sense reality. Okay, so don't fall for the hype. Don't believe the lies. Don't even believe anything I say. Do your own research and feel into your heart. Okay, open your heart. I'm not talking about the organ. I'm talking about this energy field over here that emits the most powerful electromagnetic frequency in your entire body. Okay, open up and know what is true for you, right? Don't think about it. I think that is our ultimate dilemma. We try to intellectually capture what is beyond the realm of comprehension, right? But you can know what's true, right? You can know what's true. Stop thinking about it. Tune into what you feel, because that is the language of the soul. Okay, so I am not entirely clear on what I said in this video, because I just turned on the camera. I'm like, yeah, I just need to share something. I don't know what it is, but I hope you got value from it either way. All right, leave a comment below letting me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. And with that being said, I will leave you in the peace and power of the one infinite creator, and I will catch you in the next video. Much love to you. Take care.